Okay, so this time, let's see how we go. The stream is so far behind that it's a bit hard to tell. For some reason, my stream health is only yellow instead of green. That's so annoying. Anyway, we'll get on with it, and if I stuff it up, we can always do it again. What I'm not going to do is actually watch the stream, because that is just so behind. It's annoying. Twitch is behind, but not that far behind. Maybe I can play with some settings later and get that sorted out. Okay, so I thought I'd do a little stream. I've been playing a lot of Fortuna, and also going back to Plains of Eidolon as well, and using Octavia. I've tried all the frames in, I guess, all situations, and I just keep coming back to Octavia. She's just all around the easiest and fastest to grind this stuff out. Anyway, hasn't turned over for the day, but I'm going to run some missions anyway. Guess I can always get some tickets anyway. Trade them in later for faction. Don't think it's turned over anyway. Let's have a look. No, it's probably got half hour to go or something. Right, let's get out of there. Have a look at equipment. Arsenal. Right, Octavia. Bit of an all-round build. Lots of duration because I hate having to recast everything all the time. Bit of efficiency, a little bit of range, and as much strength as I can get on there while keeping the duration up. She doesn't really need a fantastic amount of strength, as you'll see as I'm playing.
Manifest checks out. Carry on.
Got myself a Rubico Riven the other day. It's, I suppose it's multi-shot and damage. It's not a terrible Riven. Anyway, it's good for shooting the ships down. Sometimes you got to shoot them down. You don't have to, but it's easier. Other times, if you're doing the excavators and stuff, you've got to let the guys jump off them. And I find corrosive's best here. Radiation's best on Plains of Eidolon though. We got the new kit gun. It's good for the close range stuff. Lots of damage, lots of heat. Find that nothing likes being on fire, so it's a good all-rounder. Been using it in arbitrations, and it's still one-shot stuff up to, as long as you hit them in the face. Up to, I don't know, level 150s, and generally I don't go much further than that anyway. Actually, I don't think it does headshot damage, but if you shoot him in the face, you get this, this goes off and shoots out 4 projectiles that seem to do about the same damage as the original shot, so it basically takes out another 4 players, sort of 4 NPCs. It was doing more damage than the original shot, but they nerfed it, and it was a well-deserved nerf, really. It's still an amazing arcane. It copped a nerf. Got the old Plague Zor out for something different. It works well. I've been using it in arbitrations as well, and it holds up pretty well. Mainly because it's got so many stats on it. It's got the extra stat on it, which is viral, I think, as the innate one, and it's got extra slash, melee damage, and attack speed, which is all very nice. And the extra stats fit in well with a condition overload build. So it hits pretty hard. Plenty hard enough for this anyway. We've got the epidemic one fitted, so you can stun enemies with it when you do a slam. I did have this one, but I sold my full version of it because basically it does self-damage as well. Nobody likes that. You end up landing in the explosion and hurting yourself. Using generic because I want to be pumping up my energy constantly. Basically cast the 1, 2, 3 and 4 if we need to, and then go to operator, top up your energy and get to work. Using carrier prime, just I don't know, because I like it, and it tops up your ammo, of course. Show the build for it. I like having looter on because obvious reasons. It loots everything while you're just getting to work. And vacuum to vacuum it up. Fired up works well with the sweeper. Everything else is all pretty stock standard. And the sweeper, I've got doing some fantastic damage. I've had to form her at 6 times, but yeah, it's critical chances isn't as high as I'd like, but it's not bad. It's got the extra critical chance there on the Riven.
Manifest checks out. Carry on.
Considered rolling it some more, and I might have a bit of a look at rolling it some more later on down the track, but still, the damage and the critical chance is really nice. The minus magazine capacity is not a big issue. You don't really notice that considering it's not your own weapon. So reasonably big hits there. You add that up, it hits pretty hard. Reasonable status. I've gone with radiation because it just confuses the enemy. It steals a lot of kills from me. Right, we're all good to go. Let's get to it.
Sparky! Good to see you, kiddo. Step aside, you dimwits. Let a real do.
Outstanding. Now get out there and void some.
I think, pretty sure I've got it on solo. I hope so.
A corpus investigator.
These are all better to do solo, especially if you're using Octavia.
Look elsewhere.
90% of the time I get the bonuses as well. You go with other people and they tend to screw it up.
You don't work shady without acquiring a few dirty secrets of your own. Need you to break into the investigator's files and find anything we can use as leverage.
Rubico's hitting pretty hard now.
Cash, info, codes, in fortified stashes. Make Mama proud. Rob 'em blind.
Bit of a painful start.
SU needs those supplies more than the corpus. Lock them down before the taxmen make off with them.
So you're just going to remember to bob around every now and again. It keeps you pretty much constantly invisible. Oh, I can hear you. I can get up there. There we go.
Good work. Conduct a quick sweep for the remaining cash.
Come on, don't be too far away. Oh, they are. Nice. Righto.
You did that so fast
One
they never
down.
even got to wake their supervisor.
Let's get out of here.
10 out of 10 And I think I just worked something out. Humor me.
Oh, I'll humor you.
Our informant reports a coil drive running a standard picket. Prep for ambush.
I think they may have patched it and sped up time between the missions giving out. Because she used to drone on heaps. What do we got? Oh yeah, standard ambush.
Hold position. Once the coil drive hits the trap, protect it. There it is. Steady. Steady.
Do 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 do.
It's down. Now crack the casing and plug me into the data mass.
Okay. So, as long as you remember to stay invisible, which I always do, except for when I'm doing videos. Then you're pretty safe. I mean, you've really got nothing to fear, have you? Oh, I missed the first shot there. Second shot, one shot it. Oh, it's taking some damage. Where did it take that from? Unless I damaged it as it rocked up.
Getting there. Just keep that core drive in one piece for a little longer.
It doesn't hurt to throw out the odd generic bubble. Lightning ball. They do a fair amount of damage to these guys. Which is surprising because they're pretty hardcore. They're a lot tougher and hit harder than your average level. What are they, 45s to 55s or something? 60s? Thank you very much.
And they hardly laid around on that
Got our bonus. Let's
Whatever
get
it's
out of here.
carrying is all yours. Okay, analyzing data.
Also drop some generic before
Hey,
we're
Biz
jumping
just had
into
a
the
word in
arc
my
wing.
ear. I'm flagging
And
it
it tops up its energy.
VIP's a nobody, but Biz says he has access to sensitive info. Info we can use to wrap
okay.
this mission up good and proper.
What's this area? I don't normally go up here. This could be bad. Oh, there's plenty of guys here though. That's nice. What is this area? Oh, it's spaceport. Get some goodies.
I'm seeing
Don't know
alerts
what to use
kicking
that
off
for,
across
but
the board.
I'll take it.
Don't let up.
Yeah, they've had a while to fix those guys running on the spot, but it continues. Yeah, get the old catch me now. Once again, running on the spot, yay! The old rollerball's doing all the work for us up here. Come on, where are you? We need a couple more.
Clean them out before they could blink. Hurry, the target's spooked.
So spook.
Deleted. And a kick in the ribs with a mighty temple. Aha. This looks useful. Yes. Solid lead. Drones are rich sources of corpus metadata. Just what we need. Got one marked. Take it down and I'll see what it knows.
Yeah, I like to cast that before I take off, when I remember.
There's the drone. Swat it out of the sky so we can get
Usually
to
it comes with you. Sometimes it bugs out and stays way back, and it has.
Alright, once we get this thing rewired, it'll auto-teleport to a destination of our choosing, where one of our people is waiting to pick it up. Here come the taxmen. Keep him off the drone till I'm finished with it.
Well, they really are doing a lot of running on the spot there. So, yeah, hovering in the air. It's pretty average. They've had what, several weeks now it's been out to fix that. I should have left that up so I get more enemies turn up. Rollerball would have taken it off and taken it out anyway. That is the one downside of using Octavia. There is times where you want to amp it up a little bit.
According to this drone, our target keeps all his dirt off the grid in a secure facility. Sentimental value,
But the ball
maybe.
takes out the pylons.
Found it. He keeps all his sensitive information in this secured facility. Grab as much incriminating evidence as you can. We'll turn the tables on this lowlife and keep our people clear. Gathering site for Corpus resources. Now's the time to hit it. So hit it. First load's beamed in. Snatch him before the locals do.
Alright, so you can leave your warframe on one. Yeah, it's still getting it.
Obelisk reports a second beam load. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of
You
it.
get another one with your operator at the same time.
Got it. retrieved. We've got more coming in. Pick them up.
Love that. Use them as a soccer ball.
That's one for us.
There we go. 5 down. That took no
Done.
time at all.
We've got enough to persuade this cove to turn his attentions elsewhere. Good work.
No, so I think I'll stop the video there. That's all I was going to really point out, that Octavia really is the best at cheesing it. If anyone's got some other ideas on better frames, let me know. I haven't found any myself though. I'm terrible at this. And I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and apparently I've got to go and wash the car. Probably do the lawns. Sounds fun. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.